38th of Secundus, 10/4/57. The captain has actually entrusted me with access to almost the entire ship. I still don't have access to her personal quarters, nor the escape pods, and I still can't go any further than decontamination, but I dare say this has been a considerable improvement. Even though I still feel like she doesn't believe me about what happened on Lyran, she has asked me to keep an eye out for any further oddities when we reach Aruda. If nothing else, she seems worried, and I'm not sure if that should impress me or frighten me. To be fair, though, I'm never sure whether I should be impressed or afraid around the captain. She's infamous throughout the galaxy, with a list of crimes as long as a Nemno tentacle, but she's not like the villains in fictional vids. At least, I haven't seen that side of her while I've been on the ship. She's eccentric, for lack of a better word, but not malicious. And definitely not stupid. She's far too clever. Maybe even too clever for her own good. I have a bad feeling about this whole situation, and I know she does too. The most worrying part is that both of us feel the same way.
Captain's Log, EDC 4093-0210. Here we go. I've hammered out the plan a bit more now that we're almost there. As I said in my last log, I've given Christina freedom to move around the ship. Well, most of it, as she pleases. I want her to be at least a little more familiar with the layout before we land. I'm gonna have her keep an eye out on the smugglers while I'm doing the normal transaction. I don't know how good at stealth she'll be, but I hope she's at least good enough not to be seen. I mean, I could probably explain it away if I need to, but I'd really rather not have to. In any case, I'm going to have her keep an eye on pretty much everything I can't see, so hopefully she'll see what the heck it is they're doing to my ship. Captain Bax, signing out.
(1634). The captain landed on Aruda about half an hour ago. While she goes to meet her contacts, I am expected to go down to the rear cargo hold and figure out what's going on. Just making sure I have everything before I head down. 1641. I know the captain said she hasn't used this cargo hold in a while, but does that include this whole sector of the ship? Has she ever heard of dusting? 1648. Barely made it before the smugglers came in. 5 or 6 of them, all humanoid from what I managed to see, didn't really have time to investigate the containers down here beforehand. 1650. They are definitely unloading these containers. Heard someone call the captain an idiot despite her reputation. Further conversation suggests they've been doing this a while. Also, too close for my comfort. May need to find a new hiding spot. 1659. Almost didn't move fast enough. Currently hiding inside an old locker, but impeded my own observation. Gonna have to move again. 1703. Moved again, crouched behind what seemed like old parts of the ship. Close to the outer door now. The temptation to bolt is... No, I promised. I need to focus. 1707. Chance to peek at the cargo they're unloading. The containers are covered. Naturally. Going to have to try again, or maybe risk getting even closer than I already am. 1726. I have no words. They're smuggling people. Oh my stars, what have I gotten myself into?
Captain's Log, EDC 4093-610. Well, color me pleasantly surprised. Which, I honestly don't know how that phrase works. How can you color with surprise? Sorry, that's not on topic. Anyways, what I mean is Christina really did come through. She saw exactly what they were doing, and not only that, they didn't even see her. But still, I can't believe we've been getting away with this for so long. I'm an idiot, honestly. I was writing off the weird weight changes of the ship as minor gravitational fluctuations. No, instead, they've been stuffing live people into my cargo subhold and having me blindly ferry their slaves for them. No wonder they were acting so fishy. Dang it, I can't believe I didn't notice this sooner. They've been using me. And if I get caught, of course, to them it doesn't matter since I'm dead meat anyways. Well, only figuratively. But honestly, this is war. They have no idea what's coming for them. Crossing me, touching my ship, modifying it even, because there's no other way I wouldn't have seen the cages down there. That's just... They have racked up some serious offenses, and they're going to learn what it means to piss me off. Slowly and painfully. I think I've got just the thing to offer Christina in exchange for her freedom. I wouldn't have figured this out for some time if she hadn't brought it to my attention. I think she could be useful. Captain Bax, signing out.
"42nd of Secundus, 10-4-57. If nothing else, the captain is full of surprises. She has actually offered me my freedom. Even after all of my failed attempts at escape, even after being as rude as I've been, just when I was starting to lose hope and resign myself to being trapped on the chaos, she practically gave it to me on a silver platter. It seemed too good to be true. And it was, to some degree. The captain had some conditions before she released me. First, if I am released, I am not to tell anyone about her cellular regeneration. A reasonable request. As I've written before, I can only imagine the pandemonium that kind of knowledge would bring to the science and medical communities. Despite its usefulness, that is the captain's secret to take to the grave. If she can even die, that is. Anyway, the other condition she has set is that I first help her take down this smuggling ring. Part of me finds the notion ridiculous. I am not a fighter, much less a criminal. Frankly, I think I'll just get in the captain's way. And yet, what these smugglers are doing is inexcusable and absolutely disgusting. I feel obligated to put a stop to this trafficking scheme. I'd be a fool to think this will get rid of slavery, but it can't hurt to lessen its influence, even if only by a small fraction. Besides, I might be able to go back to Astrid once this is all said and done. I feel helping the captain in this endeavor is more than worth it. I just hope I don't live to regret this.
Thank you everyone for listening to the 4th episode of the Immortal Space Project. Like what you heard? Follow us on Tumblr and Facebook at the Immortal Space Project or on Twitter at TISPcast. Want extra content, exclusive Discord channels, or even early episodes? Support us on Patreon. And if you can, rate us and subscribe on iTunes. It really does help us out. The next episode will be up next Monday. And now, an excerpt from the Universal Encyclopedia.
Species name: Nemno. Planet of origin: unknown. Appearance: a gelatinous bulb with trailing tentacles, not unlike Earth's native jellyfish. However, the Nemno would dwarf these aquatic creatures, as they are nearly 1,000,000 times the size, averaging at approximately 1,705 miles in length. Mannerisms and other information: these massive creatures are one of the few unique beings who can survive unaided in the vacuum of space. Not much is known of these beasts, other than they feed off of ambient gamma radiation, and sing to each other to communicate. Though attempts have been made to communicate with the species, it has yet to be determined whether or not they have any sentience, They float from star to star and have startled many an unaware traveler due to their sheer size. These creatures lay eggs on planets without atmospheres and then raise the young until they are at least a third of their mature size. Their longevity is unknown.